Business reporter Edward Boyd joins us live now. Ed, what are we expecting?
Annalise, we're expecting economists are expecting the GDP, or gross domestic product, will grow by 0.4% in the December quarter and 2% for the year, which is pretty soft figures. GDP is, of course, the total value of all goods produced in the Australian economy during the year. The consensus is we will grow by 2% in 2019. We've got to remember 1 year ago, the Reserve Bank predicted our economy would grow by 3% this year, and that's obviously, it's 3% in 2019, and that's obviously not going to happen. We're expecting some pretty soft numbers today. We've got to remember that this 3-month period last year of October, November and December included the bushfires, which during that time really impacted businesses across Australia, particularly on the east coast of the country. Economists at CBA, Commonwealth Bank, believe today's numbers are expected to be boosted by household consumption, public demand, inventories and net exports. These are tipped to make some positive contributions to GDP growth, but dwelling investment and business investment are set to be a drag on the growth. We should be getting the figures up any second now, not yet. We've also got to remember we've just been through the company reporting season, with company profits during the second half of last year being slightly weaker than expected. And that will be a bit of a drag on the GDP as well. OK, the figures have just come through from the Bureau of Statistics and they're better than expected. The Australian economy has grown by 0.5% during the December quarter and 2.2% for the year. So maybe things aren't as bad as we seem. The chief economist for the ABS, Bruce Hockman, says the economy has continued to grow and picked up through the year. However, the rate of growth remains below the long-run average. The Reserve Bank is hoping our economy will grow by 2.75% over 2020 and 3% the following year. That's looking a little bit ambitious, but pretty good news to be up by 2.2% in 2019, better than the market was expecting. So we could see the share market rise a bit today after these numbers, because they were expecting growth to be a bit lower. The ABS says domestic demand remains subdued during the December quarter with just 0.1% growth. They say a pickup in household discretionary spending and continued increases in the provision of government services was dampened by falls in dwelling and private business investment. Falls in dwelling investment continued, declining 3.4% during the quarter, the 6th consecutive fall. This fall was consistent with the decline in construction activity, falling 2.3%. So all in all, better than expected numbers for our GDP during the December quarter, growth by 2.2% for the year and 0.5% in December.